he's somebody that you want to go and see on Friday nights. That's a kid got the coach, known him since he's been a youth football player, one of the top kids, one of the top players in all of Southwestern Florida since he stepped into high school. Um, Great size, 6'2", nearly 265 pounds, plays defensive end, and I am talking about new community school football player Micah Fils-Aime. Now, Micah, dynamic kid, okay, young man. I shouldn't even call him a kid. He's a dynamic young man that comes from a great family. His older brother playing college football up at Savannah State, Georgia. Micah has recently committed to a school in Georgia as well, Mercer University. Congratulations to Micah, class of 2026. He'll be there making plays just like he's been making plays all over Southwest Florida. Past 2 years, he's put 2 seasons of back-to-back double-digit sacks. I believe he set the record 2 years ago for the Golden Gate Titans when I was one of his defensive coaches over there. I believe he ended the campaign with 12 sacks, 12 and a half sacks there. And his junior campaign, I believe he racked up 10 sacks for First Baptist Academy. Now, Micah, he just doesn't rush the passer. Micah has a bunch of tackles. I believe he's averaging nearly 7-8 tackles a game. He has 50-plus pressures, 50-plus tackle for loss, another 27 hurries, 22 and a half total sacks, as I talked about, and 172 total tackles. Impressive stats for a young player, defensive end, who is primarily, and he's played up and down the defensive line in different fronts, in different schemes, but the kid makes plays. He's one of those, again, on the offensive side, I talked about from a defensive side, but offensive coordinators, offensive line coaches, they put a red dot on Michael too, and they always dedicate 2 blockers to Micah, because if you single block Micah, you're going to be in for a long day. So community school, he's being reunited with his former defensive coordinator that he played for 2 years, P.J. Gibbs, over there at community school. If anybody knows P.J. Gibbs and his scheme, getting Micah back into his scheme has automatically upped what community school is going to be able to do and what they're going to look like from a defensive standpoint. So good luck to all the offenses that has to face that wizard, P.J. Gibbs, again.
If you guys are into pressuring like I am, you're either feeling it or you're applying it.
Community school looks to do some big things, and that's why I talked about them being in my top 5 preseason teams going into the fall campaign. But getting back to Micah, great young man, tremendous upside. I don't think teams are going to stop recruiting Micah as well. He had multiple offers. He took a few official visits before committing to Mercer University, but I believe more schools are going to continue to recruit him because he's that type of player. He's an impact player, and he's a team player as well. For both high schools he's played for since he's entered high school, he's even chipped in on the offensive line. So Micah's that kind of guy. He's one of the best football players on his teams. So when the teams needed him to go and patch up maybe a weaker offensive line or to just give them some depth on the offensive line, Micah didn't complain. He just did what he does. That means he shows up, puts on his hard hat, and goes to work. So I'm excited to talk about another defensive player because a lot of times people say, well, defense don't sell tickets. People don't come to see defensive players. They want to see touchdowns and yada, yada, yada. Hear the band strike up. But I'm going to tell you what, this is a kid I love to see. I was fortunate to see him up close play, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. And I recommend that if you get a chance to go see Micah Fils-Aime at a stadium near you, go ahead and do that because he's worth the price of admission. He's not going to take it down off. He's going to make big plays. He's passionate. He's enthusiastic. And he's grown into a tremendous leadership. And he's an extremely positive young man. So I root for this young man. I'm looking forward to big things out of you this season, Micah. So continue to go out there and shine and put on a show for people. And most importantly, help your ball club win.